Hey there, Joanne fans! I am Vickie Howell, the creator and host of The Knit Show with Vickie Howell, and also a designer and a general ambassador of yarny goodness. And I am here today, as I am twice a month, to spread a little yarny love. We cover all different types of crafts. We've done crochet, we've done knitting, we've done some other stuff that I'm probably forgetting. But today, because there have been plenty of requests by you in the comment sections of past videos, we are going to be covering intro to Tunisian crochet so that you can make this adorable little travel tissue cozy just in time for flu season. I know a lot of us are getting over the sniffles. We might as well have a little super cuteness to cover up the tissue while we're at it. Plus, this is a great project to just start with because it's made with essentially a rectangle. Hi, Jessica. So nice to be here. Please let me know you're watching. Let me know where. And if you know anybody else that you think would be interested in learning the basics of Tunisian crochet, please share this video. I'd really appreciate it. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Tamara. The pattern for this is on the Joanne Creative Spark blog as well, and we will put that direct link in the comments section here on Facebook if you're watching now, or in the description if you're watching later on the Knit Show YouTube channel in the Joanne playlist. All right, so what you need. So for those of you, first of all, Tunisian crochet is created with yarn, obviously, and also a Tunisian hook. Now they can look differently. They can be all shapes and sizes, all materials. This is a huge one I had just in my collection. They usually just have one hook at one end, but then they're long. Unlike a regular crochet hook, there won't be any form of thumb indentation there because you need all of the stitches to be able to be held on the needle, much like with knitting, and I'll show you what that means in a second. This is a large one. We won't be working with this one today, but I just wanted you to show this one. The ones that are at my Joanne store right now are actually, and I just saw that the tissue pack was posted by Joanne, so it's right there. Make sure to click through after that and share it. The ones that I found at my local Joanne are actually by Clover, and they have two hooks. This is so that you can use them in the round. We are not going to be doing that today, but we can still use that same hook. So they could look like this. They could be aluminum. I believe that Susan Bates and maybe Boy makes one, or they can even be interchangeable with a cord. See, there's a long cord with a stopper, but still just that one hook. This would be used if you were working on a really like a wider piece so that it would hold all of the weight of your material. Okay, hi Chris, good to see you as always. Hi Kathy from Kentucky. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip the camera over and I'm gonna really just dive in and show you step by step on the following. We're gonna learn how to set up. We're going to learn how to do what's called the Tunisian Simple Stitch. Then I'm going to show you how to join colors for stripes and change colors. And then I'm going to tell you how to finish off your piece. From there, you will have all the skills that you need to make the little tissue cozy. For this project, you will need worsted weight yarn in two colors. You can use whatever brand. I think one of these is Peyton's Classic Wool Worsted. I believe the other one is Lion Brand worsted of some form. Whatever makes your whole heart happy when you're going up and down those Joanne aisles, just make sure it's a worsted weight. And then I like to go up a crochet hook size. Normally a worsted's worked with an H. For Tunisian, I usually go up a hook. So you're gonna have to check your gauge, unfortunately, because especially as you're just beginning to learn how to do this, you may be your gauge might be a little off, you might be a little tense. So but the cool thing is because tissue's going in there, it's pliable, so it'll stretch, so no worries. Okay, so a hook and two colors of worsted weight yarn, and you are good to go. All right, I'm gonna flip over, continue to tell me where you're watching from, and if you have any questions, post them here in the comment section. If I see them while we're live, I'll try and answer them. If I don't see them, I will answer them after the fact via comment section. Okay, let's go. Let's flip this over. Okay, so the first step for Tunisian crochet is creating a crocheted chain. So if you're familiar with crochet, it's exactly the same. With regular crochet, it's exactly the same. But if some of you are want to learn how to Tunisian crochet and you're like, I don't know nothing about no regular crochet, let me just give you a little refresher. So to chain, Ari's asking if I'm in the corporate office or the store. I am in neither. I am in my studio in Austin, Texas. Okay, so we're creating a chain. The number that you need for the tissue pack is located in the pattern on the Creative Spark blog. To chain, you're going to yarn over and pull a loop through, and that is all. So yarn over, pull a loop through. That is your foundation chain right there. All right, so Tunisian crochet is worked with 2 passes to create 1 row. So there's a forward pass, which I'll show you, and then a backwards pass, which I will show you after that. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to load up your needle by picking up loops. So you're going to skip the one that's directly attached to the loop that's on the hook, and you're going to go to the next one, insert the hook in the loop, yarn over, pull the loop onto the hook, and then leave it there. And then you're going to continue doing that in every chain all the way to the end. So we're yarning over, pulling through. And we're going to do that all the way, like I said, until the end. And this is called your forward pass. And again, we are working on Tunisian Simple Stitch. All right, so I'm almost towards the end. And you can just crochet a chain for whatever width you want your piece, just in general. It may vary depending on your own gauge, but it's a good way to at least start. Okay, so this is your forward pass. We're now done with the first half of row 1. But now we need to do something with all of these loops that are on our hook. So we want to, at the end, yarn over and pull through that first chain. That's creating essentially just a chain to get you to the height of this row. From now on though, only that first time will you go through one loop. From now on, all the way across, you're going to go through 2 loops. And what I mean by that is yarn over, pull through. See, there's 1, there's 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to just continue doing this all the way across, and you can see what's happening is it's sort of finishing off the stitches and also getting them off of your hook. So you're going to do that all the way across, and you'll get something that looks like this. You're going to go until you have 2 loops on. Now, because this piece is striped, we want to join our second color. So you join your second color, which for me is gray, when you have 2 loops left on your backward pass on the way back. So to join it, all you have to do is lay the yarn across. We're going to drop that first color and just use the new color to pull through those final 2 loops. Try that again. There we go. Through the final 2 loops. Live video, always fun. Okay, so now we are joined. So we're going to drop the other color. We're going to keep it attached though because we are working stripes, so we'll want to pick that up again in a second. And from here, we're going to work our first pass of our second row. So to do that, we are going to be working in the vertical bars of the row below. So we ignore this first stitch, we're already there, and we want to go into the second one. We're going to insert the hook in that vertical bar, yarn over, and pull through a loop. And that loads our stitch on to our hook. And you're just going to do this all the way across. So you'd go all the way across just like we did before. Until we're fully loaded. We're almost there. And again, this is our first pass of our row 2. This is our forward pass. Okay, the last one, oops, I have 2 more actually. You kind of have to just fake it a little bit because it's essentially that chain. Then just as we did before, you yarn over, you pull through the first loop, and then you continue back the same way as we did before. Yarn over, pull through 2, all the way across. Susan's asking if you need a long hook. You need a longer hook, yes, but because we're working on a smaller piece, it doesn't have to be very long. Okay, you're going to continue in that manner until you've worked all the way across, just as I showed you. Let me switch out my pieces. Until you get to the last loops again. So now we want to switch back to that coral color. So to do that, all we need to do is we worked the second pass to our last loops, and now I'm going to drop the second color, color B, and then I just pick up, taking care not to pull too tight, color A, yarn over, and pull through. And that's all there is to it. And then you just sort of lather, rinse, repeat. Then I would work into the vertical bar that other color, all the way across, fully loading the hook. Okay, so that is how you work your stripes. And you'll see I have a little piece here. You can see them come together, and I'm going to pull this closer to the camera. And you can see that Tunisian Simple Stitch gives you kind of a cool woven look. But what I wanted to show you is what do you do when you're finished with your piece. If you'll notice, this stitch on the second pass creates kind of a waffle opening, which doesn't really work if you want a clean, I mean, it gives a kind of a cool, you know, sort of geometric effect, but it doesn't look like the rest of the piece, and so not ideal. So let me show you how you finish off or fasten off your piece. So I've already switched my color back to my main color. And now what I want to do is I want to work just as I would before. I want to pull through a loop through that vertical bar, but instead of continuing to pick up loops, I'm just going to yarn over again and pull through both loops. And that's a stitch fastened off. And then I go into the next one, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over again, pull through 2. And so what that's doing is that's filling in the space below from those vertical bars. So yarn over, pull through 2. And you would just do this all the way across. Until you get to the end, which I will not subject you to. So let's pretend we're at the end. And then when you get to the last stitch, you would just cut your yarn and then pull it through the loop. Whoops. Pull it through the loop, and your piece is finished off. Super simple. And then what you'll have is you'll have a rectangle. The length of, I believe that it's 6.5 inches that you're working. It's written in the pattern, again, that's been pinned to the top of this Facebook feed, or if you're watching later on YouTube, it's in the description. It's also on the Joanne blog. So all you need to do is you take the piece and you fold it in half. Well, you fold it in thirds, and you can kind of see how it overlaps. Then you can just use a tapestry needle and sew up the side. This will fold over. I actually took a little whip stitch here just for extra security. And then you just take a tissue pack, just the regular tissue pack you get from anywhere, and you just stuff it in. And that is all there is to it. It's a really cute, fun little project. Great for practicing Tunisian Simple Stitch, or if you decide to venture out on your own, any of the other stitches for sure. Super cute for like teacher gifts as well. And also just to kind of, I don't know about you, but my purse is, I don't know why I'm having you look at, let me talk to you. Let me talk to your face. I don't know about you, but my purse is like the depths of despair. It's like an abyss. And so if I can have things that I might need to fish out, you know, like tissue for the kidlets. Oops, there's my light. It's super helpful to have something bright and cheery that I can just reach into the black hole and easily find it. So that is all there is to it. If you missed any portion of this video, please just watch it again. Find that, you know, with all of their videos under their video tab. You can also watch any of my Joanne videos on the Knit Show YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com, the Knit Show with Vickie Howell, and you can see that there's a whole Joanne playlist. Last time we made this bobbly cowl, crocheted cowl. We've done wine cozies, all kinds of fun stuff, and I try to bring to you a new skill as well. So thank you so much for spending time together. If you have any questions, please just post them here. If you like this video or think somebody would benefit from it, please just share it. And tune back here in a couple of weeks. I will post the exact date. I think it's the 21st, where I will be showing a project that is perfect for you Girl Scout leaders and parents out there, especially thinking of cookie season in mind. All right, great to see you. Thank you again for spending the time. Follow at Vickie Howell and at The Knit Show. Until next time, take a little time to be crafty. Bye.